Evening, guys. It's March 1st, 2018, and I'm just sitting outside. A lot of chemicals in the air from the chemtrailing today, but finally we can kind of see the moon, if you can see. A lot of electromagnetic activity tonight. Well, guys, the moon is the electromagnetic energy. It's what restores balance to the Schumann cavity resonance of the body. So I suggest that everyone, whenever you see the moon or the sun clear without clouds, go outside and absorb that energy. Also, take your shoes off, ground yourself to the earth. You could either choose to be awake or asleep. That's your choice. And we've tried to guide people through this matrix that you live in. Have you ever studied the tarot cards? The highest level tarot card is 11. Jesus in Gematria is 11, and it's the Justice card. Now, some people have replaced the 11 with the number 8, which is the 8 card is courage. And isn't it funny how I associate people that don't want to wake up as cowards? They have no courage. So, in order to awaken, you've got to battle some serious Satan, man. I've been kicking some serious Satan ass for a long time, guys. Haven't you? Those of you that are awakened, hasn't Satan just tried to rip your world apart? I know he's tried to do this to me. It's almost like an everyday occurrence, guys. I get almost no peace. But that's what happens when you have that courage, you know. There's nothing more that the forces of darkness hate is for you to be courage and for you to seek the justice. And there's also a card to where it shows people coming out of the grave, okay? I don't know how many times I've told this to the world that you are dead. I mean, even your driver's license, your birth certificate, it all says that you're dead, and that means your conscience is dead, and you can either choose to come alive. There's even a card that shows a burning tower, which is like 9/11. So this is allegorical for, I mean, are you going to accept the truth, or are you just going to stay asleep? Are you going to be a goat, or are you going to be a sheep? The sheep is the she, the female, the very powerful mind, this wisdom. Are you going to accept wisdom or not? And let me tell you, I've been on a journey of wisdom, guys. Everybody thinks a journey to wisdom is some kind of crazy lunatic, that doesn't have a life. Well, let me tell you, wisdom is eternal life. So if you think that this dead world that you're living in, what do you call a life? A job? What is that? A girlfriend? How can you have a girlfriend where you're seeking knowledge? It's almost impossible to have a relationship because there's so much money out there being paid for by the democrats to basically fund people to betray you. Just like the story of Judas Iscariot or whatever. And then there's a card with a trumpet. And matter of fact, if you look at the card, the tarot card, it actually looks just like Donald Trump when he was a kid. I want you to really look it up, type it in, the trumpet card. Go through the tarot cards and understand what this is. The 11 cycles to the 11. I've always said 11 is the cross. It's also the division of the two female twin souls. It's the rebirth. 10 is perfection. 9 is the highest level of human conscience. 9 is the true number. 153 fish, the 144,000 is the number 9. So I've always tried to explain this to you, that numbers and numerology is so important that you understand what these numbers mean. But it's so difficult to get people to awaken. And let me tell you, the path to this awakening, this quest for courage and strength and justice is a very narrow path. There's not many people that take it. I'll tell you that. I always thought that Heaven's Gates was open for many people. But when you take, of course, we've been lied to about everything since the day of your birth. So they're claiming that there's what is it, 7 billion people on the planet? I mean, hell, we don't even know. But I know one thing: there's not many people that have taken this path, because when you look at the people that are awakening, understand that there's people that are on the other side of that card pretending to be the gatekeepers. So there's just as many people, there's more people pretending to be the gatekeepers than the ones that have chosen the path to come out of the grave, just like the tarot card. Okay, and all that's associated with numerology. I'm not going to get into that right now, but I mean, it's very important that you understand numerology and how these numbers associate to your life. For example, the 5 card is I'm pretty sure it's the Pope. Okay, he always uses the 5-pointed star. Okay, 5 in gematria is 42. 42 in gematria is 24 backwards, which is the opposite of female wisdom. Okay, he's got the masculine. It's a masculine. That's why a pope is a man instead of a woman. So, because masculinity is not a symbol of divine wisdom. The female is the symbol of the divine wisdom. The moon, Venus, and the earth. Okay, the sun is is very important. The masculine energy is extremely important. Without it, we wouldn't have life. But it's not the symbol of wisdom. So I influence you to study these tarot cards, especially the one with the trumpet. Remember Donald Trump, the Trump card. And when that trumpet is when it is sounded, you're either going to choose to be a goat or a sheep. You're going to choose wisdom, and you're going to take the path of courage and knowledge, or you're just going to remain being in your grave. You're either going to come out of the grave, and that's all allegorical. The Bible says, people are going to come out of their graves, and people, in the churches, you expect people to just rise out of graves, which is absolutely retarded. It's stupid. I mean, these people, come on, you think skeletons are coming out of the grave? Come on, it's allegorical, people. It's allegorical, everything. It's just like Moses dividing the waters. It's the left brain from the right, the yin from the yang. It's Moses seeing the burning bush. Well, that's fire. Read the tarot cards about fire. Fire is earth, air, fire. Earth, air, water, fire. I mean, it's a... excuse me. Yeah, Hercules or Samson or whatever, they walked into the fire. The fire is the burning bush. That is the passion. That's Venus. It's a female energy. So, and that is a symbol for, people that have this incredible passion for seeking the wisdom and the knowledge and the truth, which is the only path to heaven. Everybody thinks that their path to heaven is just all you got to do is believe, like the churches tell you. You're very mistaken. Because most of the people that in the churches and what they believe is not even the real Christ. It's actually the Antichrist. It's the physical masculine Christ. Or, sorry, they don't even use the word Christ, the Jesus. Okay, and here comes this massive chemical cloud going to cover up this beautiful moon of an incredible chakra awakening electromagnetic energy that is more powerful than even the cell towers. And that's their goal, to create more power than the moon. Okay. And then to block out the moon. That's the goal of these, the ones that are fallen. They're not going to heaven. You see, the path, all you got to do is work for these organizations, okay? And you've chosen the path of betrayal. When the awakened ones come out of their grave, you should welcome them out of the grave and let them seek their path, but not on this earth. When people come out of their grave, there's just tons of people that are ready to betray and crucify and torture and covertly harass and use all their military-style weapons of electronic torture and electronic harassment. And it just doesn't work on us, You can take this on a goat mind and make people kill themselves, but not a sheep mind. It doesn't work, and they know it. But that's why they want to put us in mental wards so that they can study us and, figure out, how come this particular person didn't take the V2K programming, the artificial intelligence? How come when we did 9/11, why did they see reality and everybody else saw fiction? Sandy Hook, Aurora shooting, this is all, you understand this, guys, all of this is the ultimate judgment. Any of you that think that the official story is reality, have chosen to stay in your grave. Do you understand this? Period. If you think that that official story is the truth, it's not even like, for example, 9/11. It's not even physics. It's physics impossible. You can't run an airplane into a building and the building turn into powder and fall at the speed of gravity and melt steel. It just, and then Building 7 falls. It was a demolition. There was not even anything that hit it. I mean, I'm speechless. I'm speechless for people to actually believe this stuff. How can they believe it? They've got to be just, and that's the hog. You know, that's why there's a David hog in the police shooting. It's the hog. The pig. Jesus put the demons in the pig. I did a video about this. The pig is slothful, lazy. They just don't care. You know, I was talking to a friend, an old friend of mine. I don't care, Freddie. I don't care. I don't care. And they mock, just like they did Noah and Moses and Jesus. They mock, laugh, and spit, and their ego gets in the way of their wisdom. And you just go, well, what is wrong with you? Why can't you just accept the fact that there's a possibility that the official story that you've been told is not reality? They can't. The ego card, guys. Okay, so you can take a look at that. But guys, us truthers, no matter what they do our physical body, it really doesn't matter. I truly believe that we've earned courage, the 8 card, which is God in Gematria, right? And we've also earned the 11 card and the 9 card. Okay, the judgment. The judgment card is the most powerful card. But this earth says that the 8th card is the power card, which is courage, because this earth is very much lacking courage. And it used to not. You ever seen the movie Braveheart? Look at all those men, courage. How do they take our courage? Well, they have jails and prisons and intimidation and laws, and, you know, men just, oh no, I don't want to go to jail. Well, if you follow the law of God, there's never a reason for you to ever go to jail. Now you could see the gray and the black. You see how the geoengineering demons do this shit. So this has got the whitish, the grayish has one type of chemical and the black has another chemical. It's just chemical poisoning. There's so much pollution from the geoengineering in the air. It's unbelievable. I get so saddened by people who fight their judgment because they know it's coming. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Please click below. If I don't have a Fundly to support my channel on this particular video, you can look on other videos, and usually I'll have the link. My cell phone uploads, I don't have the opportunity to put those links in there. But guys, we need your help more than anything, because all I want to do is teach. I want to be left alone by this crazy democratic freaks of nature that are trying to destroy the earth and create artificial intelligent humans to where they can control your mind with a push of a computer keyboard. That the TED conventions, they talk about this shit all the time. So, I mean, I don't know why anybody would ever see this as a conspiracy theory when it's all over it's in the magazines. I think I've got some PSYOP spy. That's my sister's dogs barking. I got some PSYOP spy around here. Every night we get these people that just come in our woods and they use energy devices to harass us, you know. It's part of the targeting individual program. So I think that's what my dogs are barking at. So thanks for listening, guys. Much love, much love.